say it's being brought to a new audience would be an understatement. The Mabinogion, a collection of ancient tales of mythical Welsh characters, is being used as a basis for a Welsh language computer game. The brains behind it is a Canadian game designer who's worked on hits like Assassin's Creed and was keen to research his Welsh heritage. Mary Williams has the story.
Bryderi ydw I, wedi dychwelyd I ddyfed lle bydd pobl yn fy ngalw'n frenin.
Mythical characters Pryderi, Branwen o Blodeuwedd may be familiar to many here in Wales. The Welsh tales of the Mabinogi are some of the oldest prose stories of our literature, and the characters are about to enter the world of video games.
There's Welsh heritage in my family. You really need to look if you're trying to find something a bit more accessible in terms of an interpretation of the Mabinogion. So I think certainly doing it in a video game format brings that. It brings it to a whole different type of audience.
From Canada to a studio in the Swansea Valley, Phil Rowe from Ystalyfera has been voicing the script.
It was quite exciting that it was the Mabinogion, so I jumped at the chance really to work with him, and of course him having worked on Assassin's Creed, and so it was quite exciting to work on.
So how much of a milestone is this to the characters of the Mabinogion?
It's very important that we preserve these stories in popular culture. I think it's a wonderful idea, especially since it's going to be in Welsh only with the subtitles, because that's going to give a platform to the Welsh language as well internationally. I think it's important that we respect the origin of the stories, that we continue with our research into the stories, academic research, but it's so important that these stories live on, and in order to live on, they must adapt.
In a games club for Welsh speakers in Swansea, there's excitement ahead of the launch of the video game next spring.
It's really exciting, I think, for everybody who plays video games and is interested in Welsh culture and language.
For some people it might be books in Welsh that helps them to kind of get into it. For some people it might be, I've heard a lot of people saying, like, listening to the radio. So this is great for the people who are obviously into video games, because from what I know there's not a lot of that out there.
The hope is to open another industry's eyes to a Welsh mythical treasure, from Canada to Wales and beyond.
Now, when it comes